So now it seems that in Washington County, over there around Hudson Falls and Fort Edward and up to Fort Ann and Argyle and up the Champlain Valley, it appears that the solar machine and the wind farmers are targeting the landowners. Now, this is my message to all the people that are noticing this solar racketeering that New York State Governor Hochul and the DEC are promoting. When they dammed up Lake George back in the 1800s, the first thing that suffered was the farmland in northern Queensbury, where Lake George meets the wetlands of Dunham's, Harris, and Warner Bay. That was all farmland north of Harrisina. The very, very famous farming community along the Ridge Road, between the Ridge Road and Bay Road, north of the Farm to Market Road, Route 149. When they raised the lake level, using Dam A, or Dam 230, it wiped out all the fields and meadows there between Bay Road, Ridge Road, and along where the lake meets the Great Witham Swamp. Now, I've made that swamp famous. I've exposed without any question whatsoever that the raising of the lake flooded all that farmland in Queensbury. Imagine that, north of Glens Falls, Fort Edward, Fort Ann, Hudson Falls, Lake George, or Caldwell. I've made that wetland, that Great Witham Swamp, I've made it very, very famous. And who's been involved in it the whole time? Well, of course, that'd be the Conservation Corps, the Conservation Commission of the investor class, the Epstein class of New York. That's who's behind it all. The banks, Arrow Financial, Glens Falls First National Banksters, the very, very same people that have exploited all of the Adirondacks. I've written pieces about the Adirondacks conspiracy, a cantonal conspiracy of greed. And one of my more famous works is REES, Minerals, and Mobsters, all about how the investor class, those people living in the mansions on Lake George, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, the big financial donors to the Republicans and to the Democrats in New York who control and run Albany, drum roll, like a mafia. Albany is a mafia. Just to all my solar friends, the people that are beginning to realize that this massive invasion of solar and wind in New York State is being driven by the Epstein class of the investors mafias out of Albany and New York City. Oh, and apparently Canada's the big investor in this giant solar mess over there to Washington County. Yep, good old Department of Environmental Confiscation, because that's all it's been. They locked up the land in the Adirondacks. They destroyed the economy with their overly zealous conservation regulations. The Adirondack Park Agency, oh my God, the Adirondack Park Agency, they locked it all up. They destroyed the economy. They depressed the economy, and now they're coming in and really starting to take over now, aren't they? REES, Minerals, and Mobsters. The Adirondacks conspiracy. And my favorite story is how they targeted my family, how they targeted my mother and father. Because my dad was onto it early on. My father, Clifford Witham, and my mother, Anita Witham, were on to the way they were targeting landowners. They've been targeting landowners up there in northern New York for a long, long, long time. It's a big game of the investor class, the people that buy and sell Kathy Hochul's and Andy Cuomo's, and, they buy and sell them for breakfast. So, ladies and gentlemen, look forward to this new wave of awareness, this awakening in New York about the investor class, the new world order, the, what do they call them? World Economic Forum, and the whole little gang. The Trump bots, all the people connected to Adelman out of Israel, and it just doesn't stop. And the King and Queen of England. Oh, absolutely. The King and Queen of England and Canada. Oh, God, Canada. Here comes the Canadians. They're going to build solar panels all over Washington County and Queensbury. And here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Be very aware. Be aware of these investor class pukes and all their solar and wind projects, targeting the landowners with the aid and assistance of, drumroll, the Department of Environmental Confiscation. Have a nice day, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, hasta la vista, God bless, and you betcha, we're coming back.